Hi guys, it's Anne here again and welcome to another episode of The Unusual. So in this video, I'll be sharing to you all my thoughts about this one, another The Ordinary product, but this time it's the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. If you're wondering what does it mean, natural moisturizing factors, these are actually elements or components in our skin that are responsible in keeping the outer layer of our skin hydrated. And HA would stand for hyaluronic acid. I had been talking about hyaluronic acid in this channel. It's really a good component, ingredient in keeping our skin, especially in keeping our skin hydrated, moisturized, and of course in fighting the signs of skin aging, right? So basically, this kind of elements are already in the skin. That's why using products with these components would actually make it easier for the skin to be absorbed. It's because the skin already knows how to make use of this element, something like that. I guess that's the simplest way I can explain it. Now, about my thoughts on this one, first, the packaging. I really like the packaging. It's because, as you could see, it's quite hygienic, plus it's easy to carry. I could just carry it with me when I travel. It's the right size, 100 ml. It has 50 ml too, but almost $2 difference. That's why I decided to get the 100 ml. Bought this one directly from the website, and it's just around $8 for 100 ml. Imagine that. And I've been using it for 3 months already. It's quite a good one. By the way, after opening, it's actually good for 12 months. So yeah, pretty good. Talking about its effects, this one requires a lot of patience. So if you've been reviewing products and maybe after just a few weeks you get results already, for this one, it's not the case. So I've seen results maybe after 2 months or more than a month of using it. But I continued using it. It's because it didn't break me out anyway, and I didn't see any changes on my texture, even on my skin tone. So yeah, anyway, it's harmless. So I decided to continue using it. So after that, that's when I felt how hydrated my skin is, especially when I wake up in the morning. And it's the only moisturizer that I also continued using even in the morning. So I use it at night and in the morning. I also like the light texture. That's why I can use it in the morning. It's perfect for layering. Sometimes I can also use my sunscreen on top of it, sometimes even my BB cream, without feeling that heaviness. So it doesn't leave my skin looking greasy and oily, especially towards the end of the day, regardless if it's summer, if it's hot. Yes, that's what I'm happy about this one. As I mentioned about the consistency or the texture, let me just show you clearly. Okay, this one, I know. Let me just apply it here. There you go. As you could see, it has, sorry, see that? Okay, so as you can see, the texture is kind of light. That's why I must say it's really good for those who have oily skin, just like me. Now, if you had been following this channel too, I kept on saying that I used to have oily to combination skin and then oily to normal skin. But as you may know, when it comes to skincare, nothing is set in stone, right? There are no rules. It's like there's always a new trend and something like that. Though this one is not a trend, but it's something that I learned recently. So from what it's a fact, I guess. So from what I've read, it says there that there's no actually a skin type that's oily to combination. It doesn't exist. Or oily to normal. You could just be oily or dry or normal. That's it. So as for me, since I have my T-zone as my oily part, then I have an oily skin type. Okay, and I'll stick to that. So when it comes to this texture, I can say it's really good for those who have oily skin. I also like the fact that it's really hydrating rather than moisturizing, because I thought I have an oily skin and I get sometimes oilier towards the end of the day. It's because there's no balance. So this one was able to balance the sebum on my skin, the excess sebum, you know, and minimize pores at the same time. That's why I've noticed too that since I've been using this product, I thought breakouts have been really manageable. I barely get acne since the time I started using this one. So given that texture, I don't think it's good for those who have dry skin, because it may be perfect for me, but yeah, for dry skin, you need something that's richer than this. Though the company claimed that this one is good for all skin types, I don't think so. I think it's just good for those who have oily skin or normal skin. All right, so then I guess the downside of this would be, of course, since it has light consistency, light texture, I need a lot of product, the size of this, the size of this finger, to be able to cover my whole face, including my neck. It's not like the other moisturizer that I've reviewed before, just a pea size will do to cover my face, but for this one. So if you've noticed, I've just been using it for 3 months and still, I thought it's almost empty. Well, anyway, it's still reasonable for me. So I guess those are the effects on my skin. I've noticed how hydrated my skin is. It has improved my skin texture. It also has lessened the appearance of my lines, especially on my neck. At the same time, it's balancing the oil production in my face. That's why, though I use it in the morning, I don't get oily towards the end of the day. So basically, those are the things that I've been getting out of this moisturizer, and I'm really happy about that. That's why I'll be repurchasing this one. And I highly recommend it to you all, of course. So once again, guys, if you find this video useful, please don't forget to give it some love. Still have these ones here, so sorry about that. And subscribe to my channel, smash that notification bell, and of course, follow me on Instagram at Very Unusual. Send me a message if you have any questions on Instagram. I usually see to it that I reply to messages. So happy weekend to you all. Thank you so much for watching and keep safe. Goodbye.